Welcome back to our Restos. Just a quick little update. I know you guys haven't had an update for me in a little while, and things have been a bit crazy. But you may notice, actually, you certainly won't recognise 2 vehicles behind me. So yeah, you definitely haven't seen these on the channel yet. One because I only picked it up 5 days ago or whatever, and only drove it properly for the first time last night after what a busy week it's been. This I actually picked up quite a while ago. I did record some videos on it, but I've currently misplaced the SD card. But I haven't recorded everything I've done on it so far. So I guess quickly start with this one here. I picked this up. I don't know why I picked it up, to be honest. I love E30s. Always had one on the bucket list, and then this one come up, and it was a good enough price, good condition, local enough, and I ended up going there, and then obviously couldn't go away without it. So it's a 1989 E30. It's a 318. So a stupid little 1.8 automatic, so currently very slow. She was very clean and pretty and sparkly and nice when I bought her. You can tell it hasn't had a little wash in a little while, so I've desperately got to sort that out, which is the next job. She's not perfect, but close to. Arches need a little bit of work. There's a couple little rust spots. Haven't actually been underneath it yet, but overall it is really sound. Oh, and it is proper filthy. It's a problem with living down a farm lane. It's, yeah, this time of year is not good at all. I've already modified the reverse lights, of course. Fixed the stereo. Fixed some of the interior lighting. All sorts, but inside, granite spec blue interior. That's very good condition. It's pretty much a poverty spec model for most of it. These seats are not E30 seats. Now you may recognise these seats. They had the heated electric levers out of a Crossfire. So I built up a couple of adapter rails and then bolted them in here because I was going to take this car to Germany. So I needed some comfier seats. But plans have now changed for that. It's too low. It's way too low for here. I even struggle getting it in at the yard. The sump guard on it grades the mud in the middle of the lane on the way out. So it's way too low. Been to set up all the lights, put LEDs in it, giving it a bit of love, and yeah, change things up, mirror glasses, mirrors and whatnot. Just needs a bit of wash. So that's a little purchase. It will be coming off my channel. Obviously it's going to be getting an engine change one day because the 1.8 isn't terrible, but coupled to the old 1980s, it's like 4-speed automatic in it, whatever. But it's so lazy, it's unreal. It's just very, very slow. Now this, well, first off, what's missing there? My 4.4 TDV8 L322. I did sell that, which is a shame. I was going to fix the manifold, also had the parts for it. Didn't get around to it, couldn't find the time for it, nor did I really want to fix it. I couldn't be asked to fix it, but I did absolutely love that car. In the end, someone wanted to buy it. He messaged me. He's like, okay, I hadn't actually put it on the market, but yep, it's going to a good home. So that went at a huge loss. So we'll just forget about that right now. And yeah, thinking we've got a Germany trip coming up soon. This, fine, but I would need to do an engine conversion before I want to take it like 1400 miles, which I'm struggling time-wise. And then I was thinking, well, what's the long-term goal here? Like, I do want another L322, but at the same time, I do also need a better Range Rover. Well, I wanted a long-term Range Rover, which was never going to be a modern one. That was always going to be a Resto Mod Classic. So this is where this sort of comes into the story here. Picked up, good enough price. This is a 535D E61 M Sport Touring, whatnot else. So it's got the 3-litre M57 in it with the twin turbos. So a fantastic engine. The 6-speed electronic gearbox with the flappy paddles. Now, not going to go into too much details what I'm going to be doing with this engine and that in the future, although I have just given some clues away, but the engine and gearbox will be reused. And I thought, actually this would be a really good car, because I do believe Chris from Chris Dupree's Garage will be me riding shotgun again for Germany. So that was going to be a bit tight for both of us, whereas this here will give us plenty of room for activities. Loads of tool storage space and a comfortable, powerful car to keep up with. It is absolutely filthy and just horrible in here at the minute. That's how I picked it up. To be fair, I'm not keen on people selling cars in this state. But lucky enough, when I purchased it, it was pitch black. and I couldn't see too much of it, so it made the drive home a bit more pleasant. But this is actually the first time I've actually looked at this car in daylight after almost a week of owning it. And it is not pleasant. It's tidy enough. It's done 241,000 miles, which I know these engines are bomb-proof. It's done well. Again, it's been lowered. Just not keen. Maybe I'm getting too old for this. So, yep. I'm going to quickly wash these two off a minute, and then I'll show you what the latest is going on behind the doors. Oh, and then that was another purchase. Again, won't be on the channel, but second work van. So, got two vans on the road now. I realise how homeless I look now. Meh. So, she's kind of cleaned up. Got to sort the foggy headlights out, because they're affecting the beam pattern. So, but they don't look terrible though, so maybe just a polish. The car is actually quite straight and fairly clean on the outside, to be honest. Obviously it benefits from polish and wax, but it's not getting that. Apparently there's some protector on the rear bumper and that's pulled the paint off there. But where it all goes now, horribly wrong. Oh. It's just the inside is... she's not good. Now, I like the inside of my cars to be fairly tidy, to be honest. Not gonna lie, I'm not perfect, but I was actually gonna pay someone to do this, which I'm still very much tempted to do, but at the same time, I want to use this car, and I just, yeah, not my cup of tea. Drop pups. Grim. Very, very grim. Nice headline, though. A load of interior lights don't work. They've been changed for LEDs and they've all failed and whatnot. Looks like two of the angel eyes on the front don't seem to work. So we'll go for all that. Get all these little bits, because I hate the little niggly bits, you know. I really don't plan on spending much money on this car. Minimal as possible, really, or much time. Because its fate is eventually it's going to be broken and scrapped. Because I just want that engine and gearbox. So, Golf update. Still goes nowhere. Needs a bit of air in the tyres. Got a sticky caliper to fix. And even more than that, there's no oil in the sump. Because I did take it out before Christmas for a little drive, and I'd done the sump in for the third time. So finally I'll fit that shallow sump that I've had sitting on the shelf for years. So get that fitted, then that would be good. There's a few bits of maintenance to do to that car. So do the brakes, do the sump. I need to finish it off really. And the sad thing is it's probably going to be up for sale at some point. Because too many cars. And I've had years of Golfs now. The E30 is kind of a replacement for the Golf, and I can't really keep both. I was meant to be cutting down on cars, and I've just bought friggin' more again. I'm back to 9 cars again. 2 Range Rovers, the Golf, the Caddy, the Transit, the Capri, the E30, the E61, and the Crossfire's still in the scrap pile at the minute as well. So this thing is going to stay around for a good while, get worked on over the future. So I've always wanted an E30. I absolutely love them. They look so cool. Now, turns out it's quite controversial, because a few people absolutely hate them. But I'm a big fan of it. So, that's still work to be done. Capri, you guys wouldn't have seen, but I did actually put it back together inside. So she's in one piece. And cleaned it up a little go. Sand is still coming out of everywhere. Now there's a reason I put it back together, and that's because it's heading off to another magazine. So a little while back, I had a photo shoot in the workshop. I sort of set up props, cameras, lights. I was very uncomfortable, but I set up a little photo shoot in the workshop, and then we had to go up to the airfield in Moors and do a bit of like drive-by shooting and following the car and whatnot. It's really cool. So this thing is heading into a Practical Classic magazine some point within probably the next 3 months. So I had to just get it, although it's nowhere near finished, magazine ready. Now potentially this thing is meant to be going to Northern Ireland in Ireland on a big road trip in the summer. I've got a lot to do though. I think I'm changing engine management, throttle body, then there's a lot to do before that point. So yeah, not ideal. Ideally, I want to tow it to Northern Ireland for various reasons, which means I need a tow vehicle and a trailer. I'm actually not sure what the E61 can tow. Might check it out and see. Maybe. Because there was the plan to build a tow vehicle before then, but that's probably not going to happen. And again, I'm not going to say much more on that, but there's not been too many of them built, and I think it would be the ideal sort of practical, classic, daily / tow car and luxury mobile and all sorts in one. Then I can cut down the fleet a little bit, because it's getting a bit excessive. The Scirocco, I won't go into too many details on that, it's not mine, but I think now it's going to be for sale. There's a lot of parts and that stuff for that car, and it is mostly 20 valve turbo converted, so that might be getting advertised soon. I don't know yet, I'm waiting to hear. So yeah, what else? Office and stores, yeah, absolutely not doing too bad, to be honest. We did have a good old sort of Christmas tidy up, sort out of the van, the stores and all that. That's all going well. And I got a bit more done in the office. Got a vinyl plotting machine now. My own sign writing when I got the time. And it's all sort of coming together now, really. But business is, there's a reason I haven't uploaded much. Oh dear. And that's because I'm absolutely stacked out. Got a new apprentice. The old one now is basically qualified, so there's 3 of us. And yeah, work beyond busy is not even a word to put it. I'm absolutely stacked. Out of my ears, over my head, drowning in work. So it could be worse, it really could be worse. It does mean I'm struggling to find time for all these projects. But we'll get there. A few more road trips planned this year, so best get on them, make a bit of progress if I can, and hope at work sort of calms down a little bit so we can catch up. Oh, that'll do for now. She ain't clean, but no longer absolutely friggin' grim. So, yeah, friggin' thing. Oops. That wasn't that friggin' dirty though. But I best get that sorted out tomorrow, because she ain't great in the dark. That'll do. As I just found out, friggin' the spray gun, the air cap was blocked as I started spraying. So what it does, it just coughed and spluttered all over the lights instead. I had to quickly clean it out and try and recover it. She did mostly do, but there's a few big chunks of clear coat on it now. But the other shit now is in behind these lenses, in the back of the lenses and inside them. So I'll do for a quick, cheap, simple job. 10 times better than it was, but it's still shit. Well, they were shit, some cheap Xenons, no brand on them, knackered. They were all buggered. They were buggered. And the lenses were buggered. Now we've got decent beam pattern. Some decent light down here. Although the inner angel eye you can't actually really see, because the outer one, the inner one's so bright it kind of takes away from it. But nice. And actually, oops, inside now extra working courtesy lights, interior lights, working number plate lights, boot lights, and even some upgrade reverse lights, although no idea what they're like yet. Oh, short of a couple of mechanical issues now. And some tyres and whatnot. She's pretty much ready to be a daily. Huge improvement compared to what it was before. Beforehand it was just like a bit of a dim haze in front of me. Now I've actually got dip beam and a bit more full beam. Full beam's still nothing like the Range Rover because there's no individual headlights for that, but much better. What about reverse lights, I wonder? Oh, I can see them. That'll do. Sorry, it's a bit of a boring one. It's just a little update. I know some of you guys were wondering where I was at. Yeah, sorry, just been beyond busy. I have got various videos to upload. So if I can find the SD card, there's various E30 videos. There is still more Range Rover ones yet to upload. another product testing one to upload, and this one, and there's others which might see the daylight at some point, maybe. But I will try and get some more. If you guys want to see anything particular from any of these cars, like progress-wise, say I've done various bits to them now over the winter and whatnot, but just haven't recorded it because recording a video on it takes twice as long, and I've got to edit it, but I haven't found the time to edit things from like half a year ago. So without recording more and putting more in the edit pile, I've sort of just cracked on and got things done to keep things going. But yeah, if you guys want to see anything in particular, if you want to see me doing more work on the E61, the E30, the Golf, so the Capri will be always recorded, but that's not for another little while again. And yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching, and please stick around. Sorry for lack of content, and be back at some point. Cheers.